A local family with mixed immigration status, meaning members of the family have different immigration statuses, are now sharing their story for the first time after they say federal agents broke down the door to their home. Sammy Selena shows us what life looks like for them now. Sammy?
For months, members of this St. Paul family were staying inside to avoid ICE. A week before federal agents were at their doorstep, they had a loved one taken, so they were already on high alert. During a bitter Minnesota January, for 3 weeks, Jaylee Salguero felt like a bird without her nest.
It was not safe, being back. We couldn't be back.
She didn't dare go back to her house after what happened.
ICE broke into her home.
Never thought this would happen in America.
On January 14th, Jaylee woke to knocking and saw a sea of flashing lights.
I jumped out of my bed when we heard the door, they pushed it open.
It's okay. It's okay.
Armed federal agents filled the living room and presented them with a warrant of removal for a family member who no longer lived there.
They have no heart.
Multiple attorneys tell me this was not a judicial warrant, and this break-in is a clear violation of Fourth Amendment rights.
They grabbed my sister from the couch. It was like, we're taking you. As well as my dad. I wasn't able to say bye to my sister.
Neither Alfredo nor Astrid has a criminal record in Minnesota beyond driving misdemeanors. Jaylee is a citizen.
They took my dad, they took Astrid. They busted our door.
Jaylee and her mom stayed with family as ICE kept returning to their home.
These agents are opening their mailbox and trying to look through their mail.
Meanwhile, to find legal help, Jaylee stopped going to college.
My dad had his court, and we heard that he was going to be released on bond. I was very happy. I jumped to his arms. Yeah, it was a very good moment.
When I saw her, and it was like, finally, I'm out.
Her father's attorney says he's been a temporary protected status holder for more than 20 years and has a pending application for renewal. He's currently fighting an order for removal, but he's back home for now.
She's my baby. I love her so much, and that's why I was fighting.
But Jaylee's sister, Astrid, is undocumented.
So she signed the deportation papers. Yeah.
Me está costando adaptarme.
After being here so long, it's taking me a while to get used to it again.
After 2.5 weeks in Texas detention, Astrid was deported to El Salvador. What was that flight like for you?
¿Cómo fue ese vuelo?
Muy difícil.
It was very hard.
I'm
not going to see my family anymore. This is my last hope.
They don't know what's next. They may have to sell the house, move back to El Salvador as Jaylee finishes school.
To leave this country, all that they've done here, worked so hard, but we don't feel safe.
They say everything is different now.
It's changed our lives forever.
From their home's doorway,
Life's not going to be the same.
to the family who lives inside. We reached out to the Department of Homeland Security multiple times about this incident and have received no response. Tomorrow, we'll bring you more of Alfredo and Astrid's story inside the detention centers in Minnesota and Texas. Julie?
All right. Thank you, Sammy.